Will the Houthis unleash their arsenal on Israel to shield Khamenei, as pressure on Tehran explodes? With US carriers parked off Iran's shores, is Tehran preparing to activate its fiercest Yemeni proxy for direct showdown? Will Yemen's arm-to-the-teeth proxy risk launching the 1,950-kilometer Toofan missile? Here is a hard look at the Houthis' arsenal, just as Iran faces one of its most dangerous tests in years. With Zulfikar and Qud series missiles already reaching beyond 1,200 kilometers, how far can the Houthis really extend Iran's reach toward Israel and the Red Sea lanes? At this do-or-die moment for Iran's regional strategy, can its most aggressive proxy actually deter US power, or will it drag Tehran into a wider war it cannot control? Yemen's Houthi movement is reportedly threatening to target commercial shipping in the Red Sea, raising concerns across global trade networks. The threats are already putting additional pressure on cargo vessels navigating this vital maritime trade corridor. Reports say the Houthis have built up an increasingly diverse and capable arsenal of anti-ship missile systems. According to the International Institute for Strategic Studies, Iran remains the primary source of the Houthis' missile technology. That's with the exception of a handful of old Soviet-era weapons and a few Chinese-made missile designs still in limited use. Anti-ship missiles, along with armed drones and high-speed boats, have now become the Houthis' preferred tools for maritime attacks. Experts note that Houthi forces have possessed anti-ship missile capabilities for nearly a decade. They say the group's ability to threaten commercial and naval vessels has significantly strengthened during that time. The Houthis reportedly obtained their first anti-ship missiles after seizing control of northern Yemen back in 2014. Those initial stockpiles included outdated Soviet P-21 and P-22 models, as well as Chinese-made C-801 missiles once operated by Yemen's military. Designated locally as the Rubez B-21, B-22, and Al-Mandab-1 systems, the Houthis still display these weapons at military parades. Experts are now warning that the group has acquired newer and far more advanced maritime strike equipment, escalating the risks in the Red Sea. In 2016, Houthis used Iranian missiles to strike Emirati troop transport catamaran HSV-2 Swift. In 2019, U.S. intercepted vessel in Arabian Sea smuggling Iranian-made arms to Yemen. This included a version of the Chinese C-802 anti-ship cruise missile. Iran had been producing 120-kilometer range C-802 domestically as the new. Iran had also developed it into 200-kilometer range Ghaider and 300-kilometer range Ghadir. Houthis later claimed their C-802s, named Al-Mandab-2, had a range of 300 kilometer. Houthis unveiled two anti-ship versions of Iranian Qud's 351 missiles in 2022 and 2023. Based on the range of the original Quds, both systems could have a range of at least 800 kilometers. Houthis' 450-kilometer range ASEF appears to be a rebranded version of Iran's Fateh 313 or Khalij Fars. Tankal is believed to be anti-ship version of the IRGC-developed 500-kilometer range Zohair. The two designs constitute the heaviest Houthi anti-ship missiles. Both have warheads of over 300 kg. Three smaller anti-ship ballistic missiles include 140-kilometer range Falek, Mayun, and Bar Alama. They strongly resemble Iranian design philosophy. Houthis also presented an S-75 surface-to-air missile. The missile is likely from pre-war Yemeni army stocks. S-75 may have been modified for anti-ship role using Iranian guidance kit. Burkan 1 ballistic missile. Unveiled in 2016. The Burkan 1 is believed to be the Houthi version of Iran's Shahab 1 ballistic missile. It has an estimated range of up to 800 kilometers and carries a warhead of around 500 kilograms. Burkan 2 ballistic missile. Introduced a year later in 2017. The Burkan 2 closely mirrors Iran's Qiam 1 design. This missile can reach targets up to 1,000 kilometers away and is fitted with a 250-kilogram payload. Burkan 3 Zulfikar ballistic missile. Revealed in 2019. The Burkan 3, also referred to as Zulfikar, appears to be derived from Iran's Qiam and Rezvan systems. It offers a longer range of up to 1,200 kilometers, carrying a 250-kilogram warhead. Quds 4 cruise missile. Unveiled in 2019. The Quds 4 cruise missile aligns with Iran's Project 351 or Parvez design. It reportedly has a striking range of up to 2,000 kilometers, though its payload remains undisclosed. Kheibar ballistic missile. Revealed in 2022. The Kheibar is thought to resemble Iran's Fateh 110 missile. It has a maximum range of about 300 kilometers and carries a 500-kilogram payload. Houthi ballistic missile. The Houthi missile, unveiled in September 2022, is believed to be based on Iran's Kheibar Shekan system. It reportedly offers a range of up to 1,450 kilometers and carries a payload of around 500 kilograms. Toofan ballistic missile. First displayed in September 2023. The Toofan is seen as a variant of Iran's Shahab 3 missile. It boasts an extended range of up to 1,950 kilometers, with an 800-kilogram warhead capacity. The Houthis' expanding arsenal is raising renewed questions about Iran's broader strategic intentions across the Middle East. The group has publicly linked its Red Sea campaign against shipping to the ongoing war in Gaza, portraying it as part of a wider regional struggle. However, intelligence reports show that Iran had been supplying weapons and technical support to the Houthis long before the Gaza conflict began in October 2023. Analysts say this pattern reflects a consistent, long-term Iranian focus on enhancing the Houthis' military capabilities and regional influence. Some experts believe Tehran is now extending its naval warfare model, tested in the Persian Gulf and Strait of Hormuz, into the Red Sea and the Bab el-Mandeb Strait.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.